Happy Halloween, mortals! And today, this is going to be a special. Because on the day you're watching this, it's Halloween! Yeah! So, to celebrate, I'm going to do a video on something. Okay? I could be doing spooky, scary stories. Perhaps we talk about monsters. Perhaps we could. Or perhaps we can talk about the heart of Halloween, the thing that gets people on the edge of their seat. Phobias. That's right. We're going to be talking about phobias today. And guess what? Not only that, I created one. That's right. Okay, so for the long story short of it, okay, I was scrolling through YouTube, trying to figure out what kind of Halloween special I wanted to do, what kind of tier list I wanted to do. And then I stumbled upon a YouTube video by the introverted cartoonist. Shout out to her. Hers are really awesome. Love the art style. But she did a video on phobias and her fears, right? And I was like kind of surprised. I was surprised on two of the phobias I never knew about. Okay, and this led me down a rabbit hole, and along with remembering, some of the phobias, Ethan Everything has mentioned. So I'm gonna go over many of the phobias to date. So, well, I hope you got a bucket of popcorn, maybe some snacks, a drink, and let's get to it. So, for the criteria of this tier list, okay, you see this Keanuphobia, okay, this is a fictional one, the fear of Keanu Reeves, aka, John Wick. okay, for real. I added that as a joke, but also to kind of give you an idea of, how this tier list is going to work. You see, below the lower tier list, it's really, it's from the least scary to from that to really scary, hell no, I'm not gonna approach, that would affect me. So the way I would rank it is how scary it is, how scary the phobia is, and then how much it would affect me or anybody else. So in case of Keanu Reeves, I put it at really, because he's a really nice guy in real life, okay? There are good stories about him, but this should help you understand how I'm going to rank it. So, without ado, let's get started with Acousticophobia, or the fear of noise, okay? As an autistic individual, I remember back then when I was a kid, that noises bothered me. It used to bother me, but over time, I overcame that, But I wouldn't say fear. The only way that, that loud sound, in horror movies where, you sitting, on your couch, maybe a chair, watching that horror movie or scary video, the music plays, the violin, very intense music, and then and then the jump scare, and you go, ah, right, and that moment, being scared. But for the fear of noise, I have to put this at meh. I put that for a reason. The reason is, yes, there are sounds that are scary, but not a lot. It has to do with really how unexpected it is, but like most noises are, but like to be scared of sounds is like I don't get it. Like I don't get it. But however, it is scarier than Keanu Reeves. Okay, next one. Acrophobia. The fear of heights. Okay, we're at a scary one already. Hell no. I mean, listen, okay? Listen. I mean, if you're, I have this phobia, okay? This is one of my phobias. Let me tell you, okay? The idea of being like at a high place, okay? Very high place. You look down. It's either like you see the street or you see the eternal abyss. Yeah, I mean, if you told me like jump or try to climb down, I'm like, hell no, I am safe where I'm at. Okay, like that is a definite hell no for me. That's a definite hell no for me. I am never, ever. I mean, that is scary. Okay, like especially just falling, which that's also another phobia I'll get to. But you're never going to see me be there. Okay? Aerophobia. And I want to apologize in advance if I mispronounce some of these, okay? Feel free to correct me in the comments, right? On my pronunciation, okay? Or some of the things, but like aerophobia is like the fear of aircraft or flying, okay? Honestly, it is scary, but if I were to be honest, it isn't like as scary like being high, being like heights, like being like flying's kind of there, but like honestly, it is scary and that's understandable, but like it's not like so scary where you're like, I am never going to do this again. But I can understand if people would like rank it as high as acrophobia. But like for me, I am more comfortable as long as the pilot was good, you know, a good pilot, fair enough for me. Okay. Agoraphobia. Fear of certain inescapable or unsafe situations. Okay. Honestly, now here's the thing here. Here's the thing, okay? Like to the idea of just like you're in this situation where you just can't escape from that. I mean, that is pretty scary, honestly. But like imagine this, like being trapped, you know, or like a really bad situation, like or just being unsafe. Listen here, listen, or like very unsafe things. Like, listen, that's just a rational fear that everyone can understand. And let me tell you, I mean, if you're in a horror movie, like let's just pretend you're in a horror movie, okay? If there was an unsafe situation, okay, if there was unsafe or you can't escape, it's better, you better be praying for a miracle. Let me tell you, I'm gonna put this a hell no, but lower than acrophobia. Cause Because that would depend, okay? But being high in the sky is more scary than being in, because that would kind of depend, but it is scary. It's like very scary. Not going to lie. All right. Agyrophobia. Fear of crossing streets. Okay. Like, now in my perspective, it's not that scary. It's not like you're crossing a street. Okay, you're crossing them. However, on the flip side of things, traffic can be crazy at times, like sometimes. So I can understand, but like honestly, it's not that scary. Like it's not like too scary. But however, I'm gonna put like an understandable, right? Because like for real, I get it. Like traffic can be crazy, but it's not like too scary as long as you're being careful, right? Okay. I'd be Aibohphobia, fear of you wanna take a guess what this one is? The fear of palindromes. Palindromes. That's an actual fear, by the way. And oh my god. I just realized now it's literally a palindrome. Like, I mean, literally. Like, whoever named this is like a downright devious. Is like downright devious. Okay? Like, this, like, whoever named it really want to mess with people here. But, like, for real, like, if you're afraid of a palindrome, like, like, I don't get it. Like, how is that even like palindrome is literally like Agoraphobia. It's literally, I mean, you flip it backwards, it's literally the same word. That's literally, yeah, that's put in really. Like, I don't get it. How is that even scary? Like, I don't get it. Like, that's not as scary as Keanu Reeves. Okay, the only reason why he's scary because he plays John Wick. But the reason why he's low is like again, like he's a really nice guy. Okay, and that was just a joke phobia. That's just a joke. Okay, next one, Ike Aichmophobia. Aibophobia. That is the fear of pointy, sharp objects. Okay, yeah, this is one of the phobias I was talking about when mentioning, the introvert cartoonist, video on it. Let me tell you, I did not know that was a thing. But come here, come closer to the screen. Yeah, if you're afraid of it, you are valid. Cause like there's no way in hell I would want a sharp object into me. Listen, listen, I listen. Look, shots are one thing, but I just don't like it. Like I don't like how it feels. I mean, look, listen. Now I can shrug off, but like maybe the reason why we don't like it is like the idea of just stabbing is just accidentally getting stabbed or injured by them. And let me tell you, mm-mm, no, thank you. Like, I mean, especially like next time I have a shot, I'm like, I don't want to look at it. Like, bruh, that's a pretty valid fear. But I would have to put this, I would literally put this, I would put this kind of below agoraphobia because, yeah, because depending on the situations, it can be scary. It can be much scarier than a Neo. But I'm a phobia. That's a definite hell no for me. But next one is uh, algophobia, the fear of pain. Yeah, I'm not really scared of it. However, is understandable. Like the only way I can.
Hey guys, future Michael here. So, if there are weird cuts in my video, yeah, I had to do some things, and also trick-or-treaters. So, I hope y'all don't mind it. But other than that, let's get back to it.
So, although pain, just being afraid of pain is, well, yeah, yeah. I would have to put Algophobia at meh, because pain itself isn't scary. But yeah, again, having a painful death is is more understandable. But I put below Agoraphobia because that's more understandable than just being afraid of pain itself. So I put that right there. Alrighty. Aluminium phobia. Yeah, it's like being afraid of garlic smells. Not much to explain here. So it's really, yeah. Yeah, actually that's as not understandable as the fear of alligators. Androphobia. Fear of men. Where would I put this? I would say, yeah, I'll put this, let me think for this. It's mainly the fear of just not knowing them, right? So, but honestly, I put this, I put this above that. I put this above that. Sorry, I put this above that because it's more understandable than just the fear of sound. And since I said that, Anthrophobia, actually, it's just the top of really, because I don't understand what, actually, I put this at the top of that, because that's more understandable than the fear sound, but it's not like something I would be afraid of, really, or what you would, right? That, and same thing kind of go, I put, andro and anthrophobia, I put in the same category. I put that above the fear of sound. So, with these two taken care of, let's move on to let's move to Apeirophobia, the fear of infinity, eternity, and the uncountable. Just the fear of infinity. Now the thing is, for this particular phobia, it doesn't really happen often. It's not exactly a fear. I can, maybe the fear of what's like,
what is like infinite? Like, I have to say it's a math fear, but I would put this below Anthrophobia because that's more understandable, right? It's the fear of the unknown kind of aspect, but it's not that scary if you think about it. Like the fear of eternity. Matter of fact, in like some mythologies and religions, particularly something like a death, like what happens if you go to the afterlife, it's described as eternal, right? So really, but yet again, eternal could be bad, like hell, like that, like eternal damnation, right? But honestly, it's not that bad because it's like you don't really know. Like that's the only way that can work. Is like, man, I don't know what's going on. But it's just a meh. It's just meh for me. Alrighty. Apotemnophobia, the fear of amputees or being one. Okay. Here's the thing about this one. Yeah, injuries, depending on how it is, right? There's some injury, but like severe injuries are pretty scary. But when it comes to like amputees, I'm not really afraid of an amputee. Okay, but being one, it's kind of understandable, right? But like that's understandable because they have to like cut off your limb, like they have to cut it off. But like, like I would put this. But I put this in understandable. I put this like above algophobia because it's like because that would depend. Like that would depend if like if you're like in the military because there are worse things than pain, right? There's just worse things, right? Because pain, like you could accidentally stub your toe, right? Accidentally bump your head against a door. That really isn't that scary. Like, and the pain just usually goes away. But like, losing your limb is more scary than pain. And it's like a more understandable one. But like, it's not that scary. Due to one thing, due to the medical practices today, right? Nowadays, right? So, but still, I can understand why. Like they're kind of losing, like that is more understandable. All right. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. Okay, here is one of the well-known ones. No matter. I mean, when it comes to phobias, arachnophobia comes to mind. And this is the fear of spiders. Okay.
All right. So the arachnophobia. If I'm honest, sometimes you gotta be thankful. Like they're small, but I get like being scared of it does make sense, honestly. But I wouldn't go as far to say like they are very terrifying. Yeah, I wouldn't say they would be like very terrifying. Cause you can just kill it. And plus, like they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. So I can understand, honestly, arachnophobia is an understandable fear. So where would I put this one? Where would I put this? Is it more scary than Agoraphobia? Is it more scary than that? Yeah, it's actually I put this below that. Cause again, you leave them alone. Actually I put this below. I put this below the fear of amputees. Being amputated. Cause like there's two ways you could do it. Like most of the time, they'll probably leave you alone. But it's not that scary compared to yeah. It's not that scary. Alright. Next up here. Astrophobia. The fear of lightning and thunder. Now the thing is, I know I said Acousticophobia is like not that scary, but it's like placed at meh. However, when you have like lightning, okay, that could be like pretty scary, right? But the thing is, lightning strikes are rare, right? So if you really think about it, it's just the sound we're scared of. So, but I do understand how people could be scared. So I put this on top of meh. I mean, it's pretty scary, only because it's lightning. I mean, but even then, it's rare that lightning's gonna hit you. Like you can literally avoid it. Like it's easy. Like actually, you can't avoid it, but like you're not gonna get hit. But it's rare you're ever gonna get hit by one. So that's why I'm putting it on that. Honestly. Atelophobia. The fear of imperfection. Sorry, whoops. Atelophobia. So, this is the fear of imperfection. Now the thing is, it's not exactly scary, but then to like play devil's advocate here, it's probably not as much as things being imperfect and more of like it's not good enough, right? Like, like little flaws here and there, like, oh no, like that kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's probably that, or you're not good enough, that kind of thing, and maybe that is the fear, which is understandable. But honestly, if I were to be honest here, I would actually like the idea, like it's probably like the fear of failure or the consequences, right? So you're like, oh no, we gotta make sure it is not like flawed in any way. Make sure I'm not flawed, that kind of thing. So really, it's more understandable than arachnophobia, in my opinion. I put that higher. Actually, I put this above, because then it kind of goes hand to hand with each other. Yeah, it would be, more like it's actually understandable, because it's like kind of goes hand to hand with amputation, but also like other things too. Alrighty. Athazagoraphobia. the fear of being forgotten. This can either be like being forgotten by friends or family, or just being like forgotten in general. And to be fair, but then you have to think about this, right? You gotta be thinking about this actually. In a span of many years into the future, would you really want to be remembered? Like, sure, they'll remember you, but you really think about it. Being forgotten is not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst kind of thing, right? Because, especially after death, right? It's not the worst thing. Because, yeah. Because being forgotten isn't the worst kind of thing you could experience. Now, to be fair, there's also like memory loss, which is pretty bad. But even then, it isn't that bad. Because memories will all eventually go to the ground. And the next generation, maybe the generation after that, won't remember who you are. Or don't even know you. And me too. And me too. So if you really think about it, it's not really a bad thing. It's not really that bad. Yeah, I got a bit philosophical here, but like honestly, I put this below Keanuphobia, but like above, because compared to this, some are just more ridiculous, more ridiculous than one. All right, but yeah, it's better to be forgotten than it is to be remembered for hundreds of years, let's just say. But yeah, but just because you'll be does not mean you. But even though you might be forgotten, you should live your life to the fullest. Right? You should enjoy it while you can. Because you never know. One day, gone. But, yeah. Got a little bit of philosophical with this one. But, alright. Atychiphobia. Or Kip? Okay. That is the fear of failure or negative evaluations. Now, this one is more understandable. That's kind of what I was talking about with the fear of, the fear of imperfection, and that's kind of more understandable, in fear. More understandable the fear of it as but yeah, that's like understandable because like imagine failing, right? Imagine that you feel like it has much weight, which it does, but it's like yeah, it's like very understandable. Like you like like, but honestly, failure is what leads to success. I mean, let me cook here. I mean, sometimes you can succeed, right? But like failure, if you really think about it, is a sort of a good thing sometimes. Because then you can learn from it. You can learn from failure. Because, matter of fact, we have our own failure sometimes. It's the matter of whether or not you allow the failures to get to you, or the negative valuations, right? Negative valuations, right? Because again, that's very understandable. The fear of failure. But once you realize that failure is the natural way of growth, right? Because think about this way. When we were doing something new, like drawing, maybe like doing things like drawing, riding a bicycle, or perhaps 3D modeling, whatever skill or hobby you want to do, you're gonna fail the first time, right? But for me, that's part of growth and success, because it's gonna take like many failures to get to one success, a single success, or at least you're gonna have. But even then, that's a good thing, because then you can learn from it. Even though, honestly, if it's like a hobby, like again, like drawing. Drawing's not only like a skill; it could be a hobby too. It's if you really think about it, failure is a good thing, but again, it's very understandable why. So I put this actually above arachnophobia, right? That's an understandable fear. Okay, that's very understandable. Okay, autophobia. The fear of isolation. Now the thing is, this kind of depends really. It really depends, the isolation thing, right? Like whether you're just home by yourself or like no people at all, right? Like being in the woods, there's no one there, right? But like I have to put this up on top of like understandable, because it really depends on the situation, right? If you're like home alone, it's not like it's not that scary. But if it's like you're home alone and there's like intruders, let's just say, yeah, that can be pretty scary. It would be more, or you're alone in a cave or in the ocean. Yeah, that's definitely scary. But again, that would depend on the situation you're in. That would depend. But for me, it's not too scary. It's understandable, but it's not that scary. Bacteriophobia. Okay. That's the fear of bacteria. That's literally what this is. Now, honestly, here's the thing. Bacteriophobia. Now, again, that would also depend on the scenario. But like, again, that would depend. Like, if it's just regular bacteria where you just wash your hands off, not that scary. But like, I put this in understand, like, but just being like a germaphobe, like washing your hands, making sure it's clean. I put this. I put this at. I put this above, like above Agyrophobia. right? That's the thing. That depends on the situation, but that's below autophobia. Because, like, the thing is, diseases, like, if there was, like, something that's like an apex predator to everything, including humans, the plague or a virus would probably be an apex predator. Could just wipe us out. But like due to like our medical thing, due to how far we've come in the medical field, it's not scary. But however, it could be scary. But like for most cases, it's not that scary. Like just, but I do understand the fear. But it would kind of have to like be below like being alone. Actually, I put this below Agoraphobia because the more you think about it, right? You think about it, right? Actually, I put this above. I'm keeping it above it because it is scary. Like diseases can be pretty scary, but like right now, we're pretty good at it. We're pretty good where we're at right now in terms of medically. So I would say above the fear of crossing roads, but below being alone. That I feel like that's fair, right? Basophobia, the fear of falling. The fear of falling, okay? Yeah, remember what I said about heights? Okay? Yeah, I feel like that is complementary to acrophobia. Like, like I said, I would like if you told me jump off a cliff, I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm not gonna do it. Like honestly, but then a little devil's advocate, right? There are like places, right, that would actually keep you safe, that make sure you're not harmed while after you jump off. But like for real though, falling is just no thank you. No thank you. I put that I put that in the same level as acrophobia. For real. Like I would put that there for real. Yeah. Okay. Bacteriophobia. Fear of frogs and amphibians. Okay. Now they now I will be fair. They look a little weird. They look a pretty weird. But like honestly, like like other than poison frogs, I don't understand how they could be like scary. Like they look weird. They look weird. Like they're probably like one of the weirdest, but like they're harmless, right? They're harmless. Plus they can be useful when it comes to like catching flies, right? They eat flies, okay? But like it feels like after watching the Muppets, right? You're kind of already used to it. You're just used to frogs, honestly. Like again, like the only way you could be scared of a frog or like the horns, like actually sorry, the wrong creature. But like I have to put this at really. I have to put this below because the only way that would freak you out is like jumping, but like they're not that scary. They're not really scary. Bibliophobia. You wanna take a guess what the fear is for this phobia? I'll give you a moment here. It's the fear of books. I'm not joking. It's like I was just puzzled by this. I was like trying to do like a research on it. I'm like, who hurt you? Like I just don't understand. Like, how's a book even that scary? Like, unless John Wick came over and just hit you with a book. I don't understand it. Like, I really don't. I'm putting this below at really. I'm putting this right here. Alright, body dysmorphia. Yeah, I know. It doesn't say phobia at the end, but there are like phobias that kind of link to this. So that is pretty. And I have to say, I'm gonna be honest here. I put this at understandable, right? It's pretty understandable fear, and it can be. It's and it actually I put this above. Actually, I put this like at understandable, right? Like depending, like it's like the fear of being overweight or being too skinny, right? Yeah, these are actual phobias, by the way. There are phobias for that of being obese or but like for real, I understand, right? And just for a moment, like for real, like I can't put it in that because it's like but like for real, you know, to those going through that, I it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to feel okay, right? And you know, I feel like with supportive family and friends, and getting help, which nothing wrong with getting help, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But like for real though, for real, that is a very understandable. I just want to include that, because that kind of clumps all the phobias, the phobias together regarding like body weight, right? But moving on, cacophobia, the fear of ugliness. The fear of ugliness. Hmm. Okay, this is a little tricky because I'm not joking with these. Cacophobia. I have to put this like it depends, like ugly people. Okay, sorry. Or the fear of you feeling like you're ugly, right? I put this. I put like I would kind of put this at body dysmorphia, right? Of this, but I put this kind of below bacteriophobia, right? Because again, it's very understandable, but it could again depend. It could really depend, honestly. It could really depend on the context. But alrighty, Cherophobia, the fear of happiness. Listen, listen to me. If you're afraid of actual happiness, like just being happy in general, who hurts you? Like, who? Like, how is happiness even scary? How? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put this at really. Like, I don't understand. I really do not understand why that's even scary in the first place. Okay, moving on. Chiroptophobia, the fear of bats. Okay, that's understandable, actually. Okay, that's actually understandable. Like, I was pretty freaked out about bats, but I would put this at like, because I'm gonna put this kind of above bacteriophobia. And here's why. Here's why. Hollywood, yeah, did you know that most bats are literally harmless? Okay, they're mostly harmless. Yeah, Hollywood did them dirty, bro. They did them dirty. But it's understandable why you freaked out about this. Okay? Actually, I would put this in the same level as like, yeah, sorry, let me fix this. Apotemnophobia. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, I put this below literally crossing the street. Yeah, like, brother, like, man, they did them dirty here. They did them dirty. That's why I'm putting them there. Because I don't even understand how they're even scared. Now, the only way is like, like fluttered groups and something like that. But, like, honestly, I put this below Agoraphobia. Honestly, I put them below Agoraphobia. Because, like, they're not that scary. Alrighty. Chromophobia. The fear of colors. Do I really need to explain this one? Why it needs to go in really? How are you afraid of colors? God. Oh my lord. Cyberphobia. The fear of computers. I swear. If you're afraid of, this is the fear of computers, by the way. I don't understand. I mean, you might be watching me on here right now. It's definitely going on, really. Claustrophobia. Yeah, that's another one. Let me tell you, that's being trapped in enclosed spaces or just being in, being in closed spaces. Let me tell you, or being closed in, it's a hell no. It's just a hell no. Like, is this worse? Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, depending on acrophobia, your body might be found, but if I'm honest here, this is definitely going. This tops acrophobia. Cause at least we have the chance. Like we have parachutes, or at least the body can be found. We're fine. Claustrophobia. No thanks. No thank you. I'm noping out of here. See you later. Alrighty. Colerophobia, the fear of clowns. It's just a meh. I don't understand. It's just people in costumes. It's really just people in costumes. It's definitely a meh. Just a meh. Plus, actually, I put this lower because they're goofy looking. It just looks goofy if you think about it. Like as soon as I say that, it's no longer scary. Acousticophobia, the fear of mirrors or reflections. Again, for me, I put this at meh. It's not that scary, honestly. Like reflections don't even look scary. Like honestly, and I kind of find that out. But like the only way that would work, but like just reflections itself, like the only way that would work is like by dysmorphia. Like that makes more sense. But like most of the time, like what is it gonna do? Jump out of you? Yeah, that's why I'm putting this at meh. Like it's just meh at best. Anaclophobia. Anaclophobia. Fear of crowds. Okay. So a bit of Akumathos lore here, okay? Before I, focus on high school, and, I used to be a motivational speaker. I used to be a motivational speaker. And the thing about that is like you present like a pretty, like it kind of ranges like from small to like a pretty big crowd. Look, it's pretty big. Let me tell you, okay, the reason why I had like a like a like a like a printed papers of the thing I typed up for what I'm about to say is like it's like the crowds, okay? I am not a big fan, and it's like even if I'm not like doing motivational speaking, it's like crowds kind of go, ugh. Like my autistic brain's like, oh God, no. Like I just do not like it, okay? Because touch and how loud it can be, but more so like how it can like swarm you. But honestly, it is scary. It can be scary because again, it can tie well with something like failure. Like you don't want to, like embarrass yourself. You don't want to. But like honestly, here's the thing though. It can be scary, but it's not like terrifying where you're just like, I put this below scary because, in my opinion, if you have some like a buddy of yours, a family, like people you trust come with you, it feels less scary, right? And more so, like the crowd. It also depends on how the crowd is. Like, are they like nice? Are they like a nice crowd? Are they a bad crowd? So honestly, but it can be scary. But but it's not terrifying, if I'm honest here. Echophobia. I put this at meh. Echophobia. Yeah, echophobia is like the fear of cataclysmic, cataclysmic events. Sorry, but I have to say it's not the scariest. It's understandable, but like honestly, I put this below meh. I put this on top. I put this above meh simply because it's not like like it's not like storms where it's like oh crap. I if it's not like a tornado which is in this list, but it's also going to probably take a very long time. It's an inevitable kind of thing. So that's why I'm putting it meh. Like we kind of are, but also third due to we're kind of are used to it. Like it's like it's not like it's gonna like I said before, it's gonna take like a very long time just for something like that to happen. But a phobi, be a phobiphobia, the fear of kids, the fear of, of, of actual kids, like a no, like young adult teenager, right? Yeah, I'm putting that really, cause I don't understand how that could be scary, but yet again, I put this at meh because it depends on the kid, right? It depends because there are kids that did crimes in the past, so but I put this at meh because most of them aren't really that scary. Alrighty, one more. Galeophobia, the fear of sharks. Yeah, they look scary already. Plus, you don't want to be eaten by them. I'm like, hell no, I'm not jumping in. But however, but I am not going to face a shark. Okay. Now there is an animal. Now, honestly, dolphins are way more scarier and just psychotic than a shark. But even then, they are very, very scary. Okay, they are very scary. So, but it is not as scary compared to the other ones, because of my God. But it's definitely in the hell no category ranking. Okay, but anyways, this is many of a lot of phobias. I mean, look at this. Look at all of this. Look at all of these. Got many to go, but then I have to, you know, go in, edit, and then post it for this Halloween special. So again, once more, happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. Okay, but if you really like this video, like, comment, and give me a subscribe to see more content like this or game design related stuff. But okay, this has to be like a part one of the series because it'll be making it way too long. But if this video gets 5 likes, I will do a part 2 on this. Other than that, I hope y'all have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you later.